Good morning, nation. John here. Jeffrey, really quickly, thank you for the mean bean, sir. Appreciate the support. So welcome to the wrinkled t-shirt episode. And I know that is not a headline that's going to pull too many eyeballs in, right? Prepping channel. But look, it is what it is. The shirt is insanely wrinkled. What happened is, in all of my infinite wisdom last year, when I was stacking food, apparently at some point I started stacking 3-packs of V-neck t-shirts from Walmart, China Mart. So there you go. They've been in my chest of drawers for about 8 months, and they're pretty jacked up. So I want to show you something really quickly, and then we're going to get to some credible intel, okay? Some important stuff. I picked this bracelet up. You see how inconspicuous that joker is? I actually ordered this with my own money from BattleBox. Now, I'm going to dig around to give it to you straight. I'm going to try and find this on Amazon first, because it took roughly 3 weeks for me to get this from BattleBox. Normally when I buy from them, it's really quick. I don't know what the hang up here was. I'd actually forgotten I ordered it until it came yesterday. But it does have a couple of really cool features, and it's not that expensive, okay? So first of all, you can just put a couple fingers here and the thumb there, all right? Has a little metal bead, I guess you would call it. I don't know if it actually has a name or what, son. But you can put this up against tempered glass. Tempered glass, folks. Give it a quick strike and it will actually bust the glass. Spider web of glass, whatever you want to call it. But the biggest reason I got this, and I'm not disappointed, I gotta be honest. Where it ties at the bottom, hidden in the tie there, some of you may have this, I don't know. If you do, I'm not trying to bore you. But for the rest of you, there's a handcuff key. You guys see that? I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, this is an under $10 item, you know what I mean? And it's just something that you can slip on in the mornings and whatever. So it's gonna be part of the everyday carry for a while, because I ain't gotta carry it. It's gonna be on my wrist. So, incredible intel time. I got an email yesterday from a lady who is a supervisor for Quaker Oats, which is owned by the Pepsi company. And this supervisor tells me, I can't mention her name here, okay? She tells me, look, our warehouses are completely full. Our trucks are completely full. So they have loaded trucks waiting to go. And she said, like, at the destination points for these trucks, they're not being unloaded. Now, she's not sure why, and I was telling her through email, you know, I said this could be because of the labor shortage, all right? A lot of times when we say shortage here on the channel, we're saying, you know, chicken shortage or lumber shortage. It doesn't necessarily mean we're out of this stuff. There could, in fact, and especially in this case, be warehouses full of this stuff ready to go, ready to truck on down the road, son, and unload somewhere else, and not enough people to do it, okay? So it doesn't necessarily mean a shortage, but the way I look at it, and I've said this once before, if I'm a consumer and I walk into a store, you know, to buy something, if I'm going in to get Quaker Oats in this case, or lumber, and it's not there, or there's a little bit there and it's way overpriced, to me, there's a shortage. I've been saying for a while now, ammo shortage, okay? I can go today and I can drive 30 minutes and I can pick up ammo, but I don't want to pay it, because, I mean, it is just, I never thought I would live in a time where you're paying more than $1 a round for 22 ammo. You know, I never thought I'd see it. This stuff used to be a piecemeal. You could buy it for nothing. And it's just insanely priced. So for me, the premium's not worth it. I have enough to hold the fort, I guess you would say. I would like to have more, but I don't want to pay the additional charge, and a lot of people don't. So again, they're going to view this as a shortage. So it could be a labor shortage, which we definitely have. Welcome to socialism, folks. That has been the wet dream of the elites in this country for a while now. I don't really know why. This is the part that puzzles me. So the richest people in Congress and Senate, they have stakes in huge companies outside of Congress and Senate. And these huge companies now are losing boatloads of cash because they don't have employees. You understand? So in a roundabout way, these folks are losing money by pushing socialism. I don't know if they just don't realize this or what. Are they going to write off in their taxes? I don't know. I don't know how that stuff works. But we do have a labor shortage. And it's not going away anytime soon. In order for somebody to get up in the mornings, and we've all done it, son. You get up in the morning and you go to a job that you don't really want to work. I've worked several. I worked for Dish Network in a call center, and the people I spoke with on the phone outside of the curse words were actually great, great people for the most part. The company itself sucks. They treat you like you're a cog in a machine. Worked at Walmart, horrible experience all the way around. Worked midnight unloading trucks, horrible. They treat you like a third-class citizen. The point is, in order to get people up out of the bed in the morning or in the evenings to go work one of these jobs, you have to give them some sort of incentive. And in Joe's America, I'm going to call it Joe's America. Can't blame this on President Trump anymore, can he? In Joe's America, the incentive to work is gone. There's no longer a reason for people to get up out of the bed in the morning and go to a job they necessarily don't want to work it. And now they don't have to work it. Their every need is being taken care of. Again, welcome to socialism, okay? So it's so bad that somebody posted, I don't know if it was MeWe or Facebook yesterday. It was one or the other. Somebody posted, they had taken a picture of a Starbucks door, and the lobby of Starbucks was actually closed, and they were apologizing to people saying, we don't have enough employees. So this is not just affecting the labor industry, the lumber industry. This isn't just affecting Pepsi and Quaker Oats. It's pretty much across the board in most states. People are begging for help. I just saw yesterday, I had to stop and get gas at Sheetz. They're now paying $17 an hour. Okay, to put that into perspective, some of the skilled labor in this area just a few years ago, it was paying like $17 to $18 an hour, where you would have to go to a trade school or something and then go in. So, I mean, these companies are getting desperate. And when it comes to the supply line, as we always say, the just-in-time supply line, it's just going to make things worse. Because in order for it to get there just in time, number one, there has to be enough product, and number two, the supply chain has to be moving along. And especially when it comes to food right now, there's not enough. In some cases, like she was saying with Quaker Oats, there's plenty, okay? But in other sectors, like the meat sector, not enough. And number two, the supply chain isn't really moving all that much. This is going to cause what I believe are going to be monumental shortages this summer. And as I've said, I think it was last week, folks, before I got thrown in prison, we were talking about last week, once the average non-prepper figures out that the supply line is breaking down, you're going to see panic. And that panic is going to amplify the shortages, quote unquote shortages, that we have right now. So anyway, there you go. I wanted to show you something really quickly, but before I do, I just want to mention this. I need to mention this. I should have told my moderators already. Sorry, folks. Going camping Saturday. We'll be gone Saturday night. However, the show must go on, son. I'm going to run a shotgun Saturday night. I'm going to pre-record it. It is going to be themed after the show Prison Break. It's going to be can't miss. We're going to take some shots at Skynet. We're going to troll them a little bit just because I'm in the mood to do it, son. And it's going to be can't miss. I'm going to shoot for around an hour. And then we should be back live next week. But take that with a grain of salt because we know how Skynet works. All right. So anyway, somebody was mentioning yesterday, there's all kinds of flat land behind me. You know, you can garden back here, just till it up. And I don't know if they're new to the channel or what. I don't know if you can see it right back through here. Once you get right past the pin here, it goes straight up. It's on the side of a mountain, folks. But a lot of you had mentioned raised beds for gardening, and that is something that we have looked into. I don't know if they were talking about over here yesterday. Once you get a little far up, that's not my property anymore, so I can't really plant there. But there you go. Raised garden beds, we have seriously considered. The wife was wanting to get a few actually a couple of months back at Rural King. But we don't know if we can keep the deer out. The deer they're beautiful. I mean, they really are. And they're good eating. Venison's good, but they're really a nuisance animal here. They get into everything. They will get into your trash. They will get into your squirrel feeders, your bird feeders. We can sit out on the deck, you know, in the evenings or whatever and watch the sunset like they do on the Hallmark Channel, son. And the deer will come out into the road and you can hear their little hoofs. They're everywhere up through here. So anyway, there it is. Raised beds are probably in the future. Just got to figure out how to keep the deer out. All right, until tomorrow morning, God bless.